Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown, as we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Florida's offense will start this game off. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football. And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season. This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason. And that's a live ball behind the line. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to move it through the air. Going for a big play right off the bat. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. They'll run play action. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They want to run this quarterback. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On the option. Now the toss. At the 40, there he goes. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
He's looking to throw it. He makes the connection. And he's running in the open. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They are up by 7 over Pittsburgh. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Time winding down in the quarters. They come to the line. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Grabs it inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Holy cow, how about that? You think he's going in for the score. It looks like he's going to get it. He fumbles the football. Who's going to get it? Johnny on the spot. The offense finds the football, lands on it, and gets the touchdown.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone.
And he breaks into the open. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. And they swarm him under.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Between the uprights, it's good.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Florida. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Leaves it with the running back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. and the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Magnificent game there in Gainesville so far.
Just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be dragged down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. It's caught. Off he goes. The 20, the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They're trying to get to it. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Bringing it back. Past the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Makes his connection. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Gators are in the hurry-up.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the back. Running with power. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Third and short, there's a lot of ways to get it in the run game. You're not just going to hand it off and go power. How about the toss play? Getting the ball in the hands of the tailback quickly, and he's able to skirt his way to get the first.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
It's really hard defensively to bring pressure when you keep moving the quarterback outside of the pocket. You don't know which way he's going to go. Great job getting him outside the...
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Gator. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. Going up top on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
25.
1st down to start the drive after the bridge. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. The play action fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the move. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He's loose. At the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida.
If I'm a DC, I'm throwing my total. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable. Having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Cincinnati is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 18 to TCU. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got it in the middle. It's Cavazos. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
They keep attacking through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's
touchdown, Gators! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Fuller. They get him down after he makes a catch. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard, and even though that was a big...
He'll off one deep down the left side. He caught it! Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to...
He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Fuller. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Grabs it in the middle. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Fuller. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. And the Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got his man.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing.
Touchdown, Gators! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. I don't think these two are going to be exchanging holiday greetings this year after this game.
No, and I tell you what, we've seen a lot of cool handshakes where you're getting fired up and coaches are getting after each other. We might get a little bit of that there. You could take a knee, you could run the clock out, but they chose not to, so deal with it.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack at another offensive odyssey. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. And back to the air on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want...